Okay, and so I want to continue my previous video about c4, g6, e4, bishop g7, yes, and c4, yes. And here my recommendation also is c5, immediate, d6, knight to c3, and e6, yes. And here in this position, my recommendation is knight e7. But okay, I want to repeat that there is nothing wrong with knight to f6, and then the idea. And this is this move, this plan with this setup was very not popular here, but was played many times by such legendary Romanian grandmaster like Florin Gheorghiu. He played a lot of games in this setup. Black's idea is not to take on d5 immediately, and in most of the cases, uh, Black doesn't take on d5, doesn't capture on d5, and the idea is just black with this is a waiting strategy, and black is waiting for short castle, and after short castle e5 close the center, and this is a very bad idea to close the center immediately, or for example after bishop e3 to play e5, because after g4 the position is very unpleasant for black, because the only plan in such type of positions is to launch a f5 break. But here f5 is a terrible idea, because after f5, um, if white has a very strong attack on the king side. So okay, but I want to show you the idea with. So this is once again, this is not. This is a very interesting idea too. For instance, knight b6, yes, and after short castle, even to start with knight to c7, there is nothing wrong. And this is a very tricky way of play, because it seems for white side, it seems that black wants to take on e5, on d5 in the right moment, but so, and white has to calculate this e takes d5, but after rook e1, black, but in the right moment, black close the center with e4, and oh, so this is the idea is to play 5. Very typical idea with the intention to play 5, and after e takes, g takes. Mm, uh, so yeah, probably that. For instance, f5 immediately take knight to 5, and this knight is hanging. For this reason, queen a8, bishop c2, bishop to a6, bishop to a4, queen to e7, knight to b5, take, bishop to c8. Okay, yes, the idea that white's plan is to play in the queen side, and black's plan is to play 5 in the right moment and to attack on the king side, for instance. So it seems that white is better, because white has a very strong initiative on the queen side, but after f5, black sees the initiative, and rook b8 is an accuracy, because after e4, take, knight to d2, knight to g5, and rook b3 is a terrible blunder, because after e5, black has a winning attack. So this is a very interesting setup too, with knight to f6, but I want to show you, I want to suggest you the second plan with knight to 7. Just to use the fact that the knight is still on g8, and try to get some pluses from this. So the idea is to play knight to 7 and then f5. Okay, I will show you. For instance, bishop to e2, knight to e7, bishop to g5, h6, bishop to e3, e takes, f5, queen to d2, take, knight to e5, and black has a very good game, and the game was played after g4, knight to bishop, so black has a winning position already. The game was played rook to e2, knight to f3, and soon white resigned. So very interesting idea to play knight to 7 and then in the right moment f5. The second example, f3, e takes, c takes, knight to 7, bishop to g5, bishop to e3. Okay, and white wants to play semish variation, but again, it's not semish. It's semish, but the knight is on e7, and this favors black side. Okay, and white makes very typical moves, but okay, in this position it's h4 very logical again. But after e4, knight to d7, h4 it seems that it's a big positional blunder because after e4, knight to d7, h takes. Black has a big positional advantage because black control very important square and this knight is very good after knight to g6, so I think it's strategically winning position for black. Yeah, the second game, bishop g3, knight g2, again, once again, knight to e7 instead of knight to f6. Castle, short castle, e takes, a6, a4, knight to d7, bishop to g5, h6, bishop to h4, g5, bishop to g3, knight to e5, bishop c2, knight g2, knight 7 to g6, and again seems that black has a very good game, and according to modern engine, black is already better. Okay, for example, f4 looks very dangerous for black, but in reality, after queen g5, black is totally fine because black control very important square. This bishop is very strong, and black has a very good chances to create a very strong attack on the queen side after bishop d7, then d5 in the right moment, knight to c4. So what else? What else? Also, interesting a6 first. So okay, and this is a very tricky play, and I think that for white side it's quite unpleasant because you have to understand very if white just to make some normal moves, very often it's not enough to get an advantage, and black has a very good game. a6 very interesting. I think that the idea of a6 that after knight to 7 immediately, sometimes this check is unpleasant. Or maybe bishop b5. Okay, and for this reason, this is a very useful to so to play a6, and this conclusion is very. And now bishop g4. Yeah. Also, you have to know that this is a very good in modern Benoni, but this type of structure is a modern. This is a modern Benoni defense, and this is a very good idea for black to trade these light square bishops. Knight to d7, short castle, knight to e7, bishop to g5, h6, bishop e4, knight to e5, and it seems that black is fine. F5. And even according to modern engine, black has a very good position. Black equalized, and for such type of structure that the evaluation like 0 0, it is very very unpleasant for white side, because it's black has very good chances to seize even to seize the initiative and to get an advantage here. So okay, yes, and now this knight control very good square. So okay, okay. I think that it's enough. It's enough for this. This is the second video about this. Okay, I want to summarize what to do against this f4, g6, d4, and what to do against this plan with c4. Okay, once again, there is nothing. If you're a big fan of King's Indian, and this is very logical, if you play g6 against d4, you have to play King's Indian. But okay, but if you are not a big fan, you can avoid King's Indian and have two, even three good plans. First is d6 with the intention to play e5 immediately, and then after d5 you have to remember this idea. Multiply this to transfer the knight on c5, and then to trade this dark square bishops. So in case of knight f3, we take on d4, and then this plan with e5. And here very beautiful, very nice idea this to grab this bishop. And black is okay. And the second plan is c4, just to play some Benoni with knight on e7. Sometimes and then to play 5 in the right moment, to take on d5 of course, and to play 5. Also maybe to take, so this is a even to just to play simple knight f6, but again not to take, not to be on a hurry with e takes d5, and also not to be on a hurry with e5. And I like the idea to close to the center, but um, not immediately, not to be in a hurry to close. So here very important not to close the center when the king is on e1. So black can close the center after short cast. Okay, I think that these two recommendations, even three recommendations, three ways how to deal with c4, quite good, quite playable. Oh, okay.